This here, this is Pettis, and I'm almost convinced that there's something wrong with him. He looks fine, but he can't seem to keep awake for most of the time. His little eyes are always very, very heavy. He also seems, also seems a tad bit fluffed up, but not incredibly so. The thing that really worries me now is that he's never been properly tame or anything, and yet now I can just sort of scoop down and pick him up, and I've never been able to do that at all, not ever. Usually he would try and fly away, and I'm not convinced now that he has the ability. He's closing his eyes again now. I'm not sure he's got the ability to fly very far now. Oops, see, it's on my shirt now, if you can see that from where you are. There we are. You see, usually he would fly right up to the rail. Now he's just sort of flying and going straight down. However, he's gone. I better get him before he loses himself. But here we are. It's just a tiny bit of a worry to me, that's all. I mean, he's been like this now for maybe about 2 weeks, and I don't think he's got worse. The thing is, you can't take him to a vet unless he's got actually some sort of symptom, and he could just be tired, I suppose. But I'm just ever so slightly worried. He's not stopped eating, he's still got perfect balance. You can see he's perching here fine, you know. But I am ever so slightly worried about him. I'm more worried at the fact that I can just scoop him up like that. That is a real worry to me. He's not standing up properly either. Come on, stand up. It's like he's sort of crouched down now. His tail's still up, so he doesn't seem to be sad in any way. But, you know, it's really weird. I've never had this sort of interaction with him, not in nearly 2 years now. I just hope he's okay. He's one side of my breeding pair, you see, so I don't particularly want anything to happen to him. Right, I suppose I better put him back in his cage, which usually I'd have to get the net out, and it would take me about 5 minutes to try and capture him, but at the moment he's just sitting in my hand, see? Here is little Finch. You can now see that round the eyes and round the head, oops, there we are. See, that's what Pettis should be like. That's what Pettis is usually like, flying around all over the place. You can see though, or you could see, that he's in full juvenile molt now. All his face feathers are falling out all at the same time. He's got little bulb patches around his eyes, but the new pin feathers are coming through. I'm pretty sure now that it's probably female. But no promises yet. I'm just waiting to see if one of those pin feathers turns a funny colour and we can identify him as male. But at the moment, I think she is probably female. So at least she seems to be doing well. Like I say, everybody else in the same cage. This is the other thing. Usually, if there is a problem, birds usually die pretty quick. They're not usually spending 2 or 3 weeks being ill. They usually die straight away. And the other thing is, of course, there's 2 other birds in exactly the same environment. One that's quite young, and neither of them are showing any signs of being ill at all. So maybe Pettis is just tired. I don't know, but it is a worry. is a concern for me. And now I will have to get the net out because little Finch is sat on top of the rail up there, and it will take a net to get him down.